What's going on, people? Samson here, aka Sunday League Manuel Neuer. It's international week, so you would have thought it'd been a slow news week, but nope. Some exciting news. Anyway, guys, like always, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, all that good stuff. Share the video. Come on. Anyway, let's get into it. So it's finally happened. Newcastle United under new ownership. Mike Ashley is gone. The Newcastle fans are ecstatic. They're boyish, they're jubilant. Mike Ashley is finally gone. They've been taken over by a Saudi investment group who I've just found out that are the richest. They're not just billionaires. They're richer than the top 10 billionaires that own football clubs in the world right now, and that's saying something. Scary times ahead, honestly. I mean, look, Newcastle United, right? They're not a big club. They've got a big fan base though, loyal fan base. Like I've watched a lot of Newcastle games, especially when Liverpool play them, and the Newcastle fans, regardless of how bad Newcastle play, the fans are loyal to the core. Always chanting. It's always a packed St James's Park. They always get behind the team, or they let the team know if they're doing shit. So it's interesting. I think what's going to happen now with this whole takeover situation, it's going to be interesting because people are going to assume, they're going to start buying big name players just off the bat in January or next summer. It's not going to be that easy. It's not going to be that easy. Firstly, because even though yes, you've got the money, you haven't got the facilities, you haven't got the pulling power, you haven't got the lure of European football to offer these high quality players. So it's going to be a sort of and what I mean is when Chelsea got taken over by Roman Abramovich, they done it because they were in the Champions League. So it was easier for them to buy the likes of Hernan Crespo, Frank Lampard from West Ham. Who did they buy? Who else did they buy? I forgot, but I think the big name that they bought at the time was Hernan Crespo because they were playing in the Champions League. And obviously it helps when you have the lure of European football to offer these high quality foreign players, because they want to play Champions League football. To them, that is the pinnacle of European football. They want to play in the Champions League. They want to play Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, if possible Thursday nights in Europa League, okay. But so Newcastle don't have that. So what Newcastle needs to do now is qualify for Europe. They're not going to do that this season, I don't think. Not with Steve Bruce as manager. So the first thing, I guess, what Newcastle are going to have to do is get a new manager. Now, the question is, who do they get? Because you can't get a Mourinho. He's already at Roma. People saying Conte, that'd be a great shout, but he won't go to Newcastle. I think the Newcastle project just isn't for him right now. There isn't really any semi-level elite. I think had this takeover been done in the summer, they could have gotten Rafa Benitez. I think Rafa Benitez would have been a great manager for Newcastle at this specific time when this takeover had happened. Not Steve. I don't think Steve Bruce will last the season. Excuse me, sorry about that. I don't think Steve Bruce will last the season. I think Rafa Benitez would have been a great manager to have right now while they're going through this transition into becoming a relegation team, trying to achieve this level of greatness that the fans obviously want. But obviously, the choice of managers that are slim to none. I mean, you can go for the Ajax manager. I think he's still there. I forgot his name, but you can go for him. There isn't really any good managers there isn't any other managers that I can see in Europe that are of a decent level that will go to Newcastle. I think Rafa Benitez was the only one, and yeah, they've lost their chance with him. They could get in Unai Emery, I guess, maybe. You could get in Unai Emery. I don't know, Van Gaal, he's a Dutch manager, but he can go to there. If Pochettino gets sacked at PSG, which is very likely, then they can get Pochettino. But yeah, with Newcastle, they've really got to take baby steps with this, because if the fans start demanding success straight away, the whole thing's going to collapse. The whole thing's going to collapse. and they could end up like Blackburn. And we remember when Blackburn got taken over by some rich investors from India, and those owners collapsed the whole thing. They just collapsed Blackburn. Blackburn now obviously fighting back to get into the Premier League, but yeah, it's not an easy feat. Doing what Roman done, doing what Sheikh Mansour done at Man City, it's not an easy feat. So it's going to be interesting to see how dedicated to the project these Saudi owners are. And it'll be interesting to see what happens with Newcastle moving forward, because, to be honest, again, I'm a Liverpool fan, so obviously I hate seeing more rivals coming for the Premier League, but I am happy that at least we've won one Premier League in this process, because had we still been searching for a Premier League title and Newcastle had been taken over, chances are Newcastle would have won the Premier League before us anyway. So I'm just glad we've at least won we've at least won one Premier League in this whole process. So with Newcastle, so like I said, as a fan of the Premier League, as a Liverpool fan as well, hate seeing new rivals, but I like seeing competition, and I like a competitive league. I hate the league being a one-horse race or two-horse race, or the title race is over by Christmas. Like, it's not fun. It's not fun at all. Especially if my team is not in the one that's going to win it. It's not fun. I want an exciting, last game of the season, Aguero, that sort of, like, I want that sort of action every season. Like last game of the season, who's going to win the league? And I think with Newcastle coming into the fray now, it's going to literally change the whole top 6 aspect. It's going to be now like a top 7. If they get it right, it could be a whole top 7, top 8. Because you've got Everton as well coming in, who under Rafa Benitez who are going to be a problem. Villa, if they play their cards right, we can get to the point, right, in like 3 or 4 years time, instead of a top 6, top 7, we have a top 10. And what I mean is 10 top teams challenging for Europe. Like, I can see it. And there's going to be a huge divide between the top 10 and the bottom 10 on the Premier League. I feel like in the next few years, because you've got the top 6, right? Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham, City, and then you've got, so that's 6. Then you've got, so the next 4 after that, Villa. Now you've got Newcastle, Everton. One more. I thought it would have been Wolves, but Wolves are not doing it at the moment. So now at the moment in time, we potentially have a top 9. So, boy, I don't know. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be exciting to see. One more bit of exciting news about all of this, right? This is how my crazy brain works, is transfers. What type of transfers are Newcastle going to get? Because, boy, Mbappe is free next summer. Haaland is available for 70 million next summer. Newcastle could afford that now. Don't put it past Newcastle to put in a cheeky bid. I don't think they'll get them, but don't put it past Newcastle and the fans and the owners trying to put in a cheeky bid to try and lure them, because, boy, it's possible. Anyway, this is how I see this whole transfer scenario playing out, right? Or transfer scenarios for Newcastle moving forward. You're going to have Fabrizio Romero, I think that's his name. The guy, Here We Go. You're going to have him doing Here We Goes next summer. Right, mark this here. You're going to have him doing Here We Goes for players from either Tottenham or Arsenal moving to Newcastle. Guarantee. And I don't mean like the V-ball players like Xhaka or Ndombele. No. I mean quality players. Maybe not Kane and maybe not Son, but you might get Lucas Moura going to Newcastle. You might get Ben Davis. You might get Saka going to Newcastle. I mean, don't put it past Emil Smith-Rowe wanting to go to Newcastle. I mean, I'm just saying, Arsenal fans, Tottenham fans, if you guys have a shit season and Newcastle surprisingly do well, I wouldn't put it past Newcastle to buy some of your best young players. Oliver Skip. Here we go to St. James's Park. Boy, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. This is going to be one hell of a ride, of an entertainment ride, honestly. I really hope Newcastle get it right, because I would love nothing more than to see Newcastle United up amongst the top 6, 7, 8 teams in the Premier League, just challenging for Europe, maybe even the Premier League. Honestly, I think it'll be healthy for the Premier League. Obviously, look, these people are not buying Liverpool Football Club. So people are talking about the whole human rights issue and all of that. Hey, look, these owners don't own my club, so I can't really speak on that. I haven't really done too much investigation about that as well. But I just think them buying Newcastle is really good, and it's healthy competition for the Premier League. And this is what we want as fans. This is what we want as lovers of the Premier League. Excitement. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, in the comment section, don't forget to hit the like button, notification bell, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff, guys. And I will see you again after the international break. Yeah, cool. Peace.